environmental science degree from University of Massachusetts at Amherst. I worked for an environmental engineering firm whose specialty was eloquently skirting regulations. I've worked for a sound planning department and seen the politics of permitting. Even if National Grid didn't have to apply for a variance, there's ample evidence that they don't deserve. You have to remember your purpose because anything in writing can be navigated around. And unfortunately, the polluting industry can pay the most dollars for degrees because they're taking ownership of what should belong to all of us. The South Side isn't feeling the wealth of fracked gas. That fracked gas pays some people willing to take that money, but they feel the impacts the most. When you talk about what's good for business, that is maintaining quality of life and minimizing risk, which I will expound upon later. This new LNG tank is not stabilizing costs, but exponentially increasing all of our risk. I don't own a home, but I get these solicitous mailings telling me that I have to insure my natural gas furnace, that's what I'm holding, for X amount of dollars per month and year that this company is supposedly already signed me up for. Even on the consumer side of this project, we have little to no choice in this free country and high risk. I'm enormously proud for citizen-spread information, FANG Collective, Rhode Island News, and Uprise Rhode Island, who voluntarily apprised me of such situations every community member needs to be aware of. The President wanted to emphasize that this hearing is not required, but considering a project like this is toying with our children's future. And excuse my shaky voice, I shouldn't have had coffee today, so should not have. Here are some quotes that I've seen recently. It's not just an economic issue, it's a community health and safety issue. There needs to be a big improvement to set communities up better for the future. The government hid the dangers of fracking on water. Methane is 85% worse for the atmosphere than carbon. Only 1% of the water in the world is drinkable, and we're running out of that finite resource. This is a question for the board. How will you ensure the volume will not increase in the future? So I called ahead of time to find out how I actually ask questions. That's what they told me to do, to pose it that way. So I'm going to go ahead and try to email. That's what they said. They said, this is the question for the board. This is the question.
How will you ensure the volume
will not increase? The volume of liquefied natural gas stored. Because that was what was reiterated at the presentation.
Yeah, I mean, that's not part of what we're looking at. We're looking at the coastal effects of the proposed liquefaction facility.
Well, the volume would be relevant to that.
The National Grid, in their applications, made certain representations. Our review is based on those representations.
Correct.
And therefore, any significant deviation from those representations potentially triggers another review at that point and another authorization. So that's the built-in mechanism that's there.
Right. And I think they're anticipating that, and they have different plans for the future. I think they're just building all this infrastructure because there are all these frack gas pipelines happening across the country. So we're getting frack gas from the Pennsylvania area and up the Atlantic seaboard. They're trying to build a pipeline. And so it seems to be an international export point for all frack gas pipelines being built. Similar projects are slated for Tacoma, Washington, Texas, and Louisiana. So once this facility is built, it will be exporting internationally from that port frack gas from pipelines from the Midwest and along the Atlantic coast. The request for a variance doesn't meet requirements. Please deny the variance. And I'm really sorry. I'm still, I have a lot to read. Most of us here to testify are not willing to profit from fossil fuel extraction, either by using environmental degrees to navigate and get around regulations, or by approving projects due to political pressure and turning blind eyes to their future plans and imminent impacts. It's a sad truth that there aren't a lot of truly environmental fields that pay, which is why such degrees end up being used against their purpose. With the cooperation of government, we can change that. No matter the pressure from a large corporation, other governmental bodies, or people speaking on behalf of wasteful and unknowingly irresponsible consumptive businesses that sadly exclude fisheries, farms, and local food restaurants, you have the responsibility to monitor and protect Rhode Island's coastal resources. One of Rhode Island's top offerings for tourists is our food, our restaurants. This project's neighbor, Johnson & Wales University, has a world-renowned chef school. Taste gives pleasure, but its purpose is detecting toxins, to know what is safe to eat. Already I can't buy Shiloh Farms organic potato plates from New Holland, Pennsylvania, because there was a water contaminating spill along the new frac gas pipeline in New Holland.
Ms. Brown?
Yes.
If you can wrap up past your 5 minutes.
Okay.
But I'll allow you to finish and summarize.
All right. Would I be able to submit this on an email?
If you have something in writing, you can submit it, but email will probably be too late. You have the opportunities to submit earlier.
All right. I was just hoping because there were a lot of people that missed their call, so.
I intend to go back through this list, and we will get those people.
Okay.
You got it.
Thank you. Let's see. Well, let's see. I'm not sure what the best statement is to wrap up, but it's just already affecting quality of life, even for somebody. I mean, I've lived just over and just under 2 miles from this project, but you know, even for that distance, it's affected my quality of life. Climate change is more significant than the regulations have accounted for that were written before this year's unexpected worldwide environmental devastation, and let's see. The business bureaus should have advocated for the projects that would actually be healthy for all businesses, not ruin the ozone layer or cause liabilities, and not harm our food systems or quality of life. Let's see. This is not efficient or far-sighted, but it is the latest technology for profit without a conscience. And coastal resources management is not about making life easy only for certain favored businesses. Let's see. CRMC 1.2.1F says coordinated planning and development efforts are essential to any initiative to improve the port and make it more competitive. A says that it's Type 6 waters to support modernization, which this facility would not be modern. It's very old-fashioned, related to shipping and commercial fisheries.
Okay, can you
sure.
give us 30 seconds?
I would just request that you deny the variance.
Thank you.